welcome back to my little corner of the internet. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make two really cute presents that involve photos. So the first one is this DIY photo frame. It is super easy to make. All you're going to need is some photos. I've decided to use Polaroids, but of course you can just use normal photos that you can get printed out as well. Some mini pegs, which I found on Amazon, some string or twine, and a frame. The first thing you're going to need to do is measure out a couple of lengths of twine so that they're a bit longer than the length of the photo frame. I then laid out my string on top of the frame and started playing around with exactly how many photos I wanted on each line of the frame, how many were going to fit, what looked the best, and so on until I found something that I liked. Then I took the glass out of the frame and set about securing down my string so it was nice and tight. I used hot glue for this, but of course you can also use sellotape or anything else that's going to stick down and secure your string. Once the string was in place, I put the glass back in the frame and laid out my photos once again, and then once I was happy with the order, started pegging them down. I decided to leave the back of my frame clear because I really liked that it was see-through, but of course if you did want to add some kind of patterned scrapbook paper or anything to the back, you could really do anything you wanted here. I think this final product looks really cute and really effective. I love as well that you can change out the photos as well as you get more of them. My only suggestion if you are going to hang this up on the wall is make sure it's secure and don't use screws as hooks. My next DIY is a photo calendar. I've decided to go down a bit of a more technical road and use Photoshop to create this, but of course you could also find a pre-made calendar and print out your own photos to stick onto that calendar as well. There would definitely be a much easier way to do this. I have just always wanted to try doing a kind of photo calendar, so I was interested to see how it was going to turn out. My first step here was to decide on the photos that I wanted to choose, so I went through my iPhoto and looked at all the photos that I'd taken over the last couple of years and chose out a bunch that I thought I might want to use. From there I narrowed it down to 12 photos that I wanted to use and then opened up my Photoshop. So in Photoshop I made a new template which is 6x4. I also then found a 2017 calendar online which I downloaded. It was in a PowerPoint folder and I obviously wanted this to be in Photoshop, so there's probably a lot easier ways of doing this, but I just took a screenshot of the certain month of the calendar and then imported that into Photoshop and resized it. Then I added the image, imported that into Photoshop and made sure it was the right size. The photo for January was square and that wasn't going to quite fit in the space that I had left, so I resized that photo, added it in, and then I played around with a few different fonts and sizes of type to get one that I really liked to spell out the month. Once I'd finished the first one and I was happy with it, I saved that as a PNG file, and then I used the January file that I'd already created as a bit of a template so I could ensure that I got the photo sizes and the calendar sizes right for all the other months as well. Once I'd created all 12 of the files that I needed, I headed down to my local Boots and printed all these off, and it seriously costed me like less than £5, which is a pretty good present, I say. To hang up the different pages in my calendar, I am using this adorable oversized gold bulldog clip which I got from a stationery store called Kiki K, and that's pretty much it. This is what my final calendar turned out like. I really love it. I'm glad that I tried to change the fonts to be a certain colour that matched something within the photo as well. I think it just gives it that extra touch, and yeah, I'm really excited to start 2017. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully it gave you some present inspiration if you were in need of some. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!